Hi, I'm Shelby Bonnie. I'm the host of the Innovator Series brought to you by Technology for Obama. I'm here with Craig Newmark, who is the founder and customer support representative for Craigslist, and also is the founder of Craig Connects. So it's a pleasure to be with you, Craig.
Hey, it's really my pleasure. I figure I can stand up for what I believe in.
Well, that's great. So Craigslist clearly has been one of the iconic services on the internet. I mean, it is used by tons of people to find jobs and find apartments and all sorts of other things. But I'm curious a little bit, because you've had a storied career kind of from engineer all the way through kind of your experience at Craigslist and all the stuff you're doing on the philanthropic side. I'm curious what kind of lessons you've learned through that.
I've learned most fundamentally to listen to people, to act on that, and then to listen more, act on that, and to repeat that forever. There's lessons that flow out of that, though. It means I surround myself with people who are smarter than me, and then know when to get out of the way. When someone's doing the job better than I can, it's time to move gracefully and find out something else.
And do you take a disciplined approach? I mean, do you go out and reach out to people and ask them a bunch of questions, or you just kind of let it happen naturally?
At first, I was just letting it happen naturally. Nowadays, I do it a little more methodically, and then I figure out what needs to be got done, and then I talk to people. I'll email them, I'll call them. The deal is that I follow through, and sometimes I do that relentlessly. If something needs to be got done, I do it.
So let's take an example. Like, I mean, you've been very involved in kind of the veterans area. Let's go back to when you decided you wanted to get involved in the veterans area. How did you go about kind of getting smart about that topic, and where did you find the organizations that you reached out to?
Well, the history has to do with being a teenager during the Vietnam War, seeing returning vets getting treated pretty bad. Years later, I'm at a luncheon kind of thing, guy from the Iraq and Afghanistan Vets of America. He talks about it, and somehow I get it. I start asking them how I can help out. They tell me some things. I wind up in Washington talking to people, including folks at Department of Veterans Affairs, find out how I can help there, keep talking to more people, getting involved with military families groups, talking to military spouses, following through, talking to local groups like Swords to Plowshares, getting involved in the local Veteran Success Center, the student vets at the City College, finding out more I can do, doing it, finding out more I can do, and doing that.
And at what point do you say, kind of, I've done enough on that and it's time to move on? Or is that something you look at and you say, this is going to be an area of interest for the rest of my life?
When it comes to military families and vets, I cannot do enough. That's a long-term commitment.
Well, that's great. And maybe if you could just touch briefly, I know you've also been interested in the kind of the whole voter suppression issue. Maybe you could talk just briefly about some of the stuff you've done there.
Well, we're the leader of the free world. You know, we're the shining city on the hill. We need to live up to that each and every day. Getting everyone the right to vote, getting everyone the ability to vote, took a long time. And it's up to us as citizens to make sure everyone can exercise the right to vote, and that's what I'm doing. It's a matter of following through with deep stuff that I believe in.
Well, that's great. Well, it's a really important work, and I know we're all appreciative for the work you're doing on both of those topics. So thank you, Craig, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.